Hey, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? I'm probably going to get kicked out of every group that I'm in, but we're going to have fun while I do it, right? Right? Ah, shit. Let me get rid of that. Hold on. Hey, what's going on? I'm here. Let's talk some stuff. I noticed that some people didn't make any streams tonight, and I was like, oh, well, interesting. I guess, that's not something that you want to talk about. But, anyways, I'm here. Let's do this. I don't know who's all watching, but that's cool. Welcome, Daryl Taylor. What's going on? I don't know, man. I'm kind of okay. So I did read. I read the whole Rolling Stone article today, and I have to say, all right, cool. First off, people getting triggered by bots. Okay, first off, the Snyder fandom is one of the most spammy fandoms that I've ever bared witness to. So I mean, call it bots. I'll call it spam. Potato. Okay, that's not my point of this article and what it had to bring up. It has nothing to do with Ray Fisher. Don't care. Okay. Not really much to do with Snyder, actually, either. It mostly has to do with the fucking fans. This article points out with great accuracy, I might add, how a lot of people act online. I know because I've seen it, witnessed it. It's ridiculous, okay? Nobody has room to talk in this fandom when it comes to calling out the bullshit. Oh, yeah. No. I'm right there with you, Daryl. I don't care anymore. This is it. I'm done after this. Like, I'm not talking about anything Snyder. I'm not paying it any heed. And if anybody brings it up, I'll laugh on stream. Just bust out laughing at in their face. Because it's like, dude, seriously? Like, this is what we're going to push? Like I said, I don't care if there's misinformation on certain aspects and people not getting through. What I do know is what I've lived and experienced. Okay? And I don't know if it's Zack Snyder behind it. He could have put the kibosh on this months ago by just saying, hey, guys, chill the fuck out. But did they do that? No. He didn't do that either. So, like I said, it's just a massive just circle jerk of bullshit. And this whole movement was built on a lie. And you sit there and act like how important this is. No, it's a trending hashtag, blah, 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 blah. Like I said, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the people who, after that Ann Sarnoff article came out, started talking shit about Ann Sarnoff, started talking shit about Walter Hamada, started going after the studio. Like that's somehow going to get you what you want. Okay? Is this getting through to anybody here? You're not getting what you want. You'll never get what you want with this kind of behavior. Yeah. Ann Sarnoff, who called the fan trolling reprehensible, she's talking about the people who just won't stop, have to restore the Snyderverse and everything. And then nobody calls it out. Nobody. So it's just like, no, it's allowed to fester and get worse and worse and worse. And people want to sit there and say that the Fandom Menace is bad. It's the same fucking thing. It's just not about Star Wars. It's about DC comic movies. I mean, come on, man. Like I said, this is gonna get me booted out of everything. No one's gonna like me anymore, and that's fine. I am not on here for DC Comics. Nothing on my channel says I am. So I don't even talk Marvel. So, anyways, let's see here. Every superhero digital marketing firm, blah 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 blah. So no, it's just the fact that you didn't get what you want, and all you did is fucking cry about it. Hey, what's up, Nate? How's it going, man? And I'm the bad guy because I'm the one that says like, hey guys, maybe you shouldn't talk about it every day unless there's something to actually talk about. Fuck me. No, it's okay. I've been, most of the people that don't like what I have to say are people that are in the Snyder camp, or at least the Snyderverse camp. All right. We rolled together at one point in time, but not anymore. I don't care. I hope you get nothing. And if you do get something, I hope you look at how you got it and what you did along the way. How many friends you lost over an opinion of the Suicide Squad? Like, oh, if you like that movie, they shit on you on streams I was on. So you can't sit back and say that you did not troll and you did not sit there and send James Gunn a ration of shit when that movie came out, because you fucking did. And then the people that are just like, well, I won't. I refuse to watch these movies and stuff because it's too serious, not serious enough for my taste. And it's like, no, dude. Not everybody wants a fucking serious comic book movie when they go to watch a comic book movie. Okay? They like to have a good time. Not be bored out of their mind or so depressed. It's just that, why go back? God damn. Hey, Andrew. What's going on, dude? Not much, man. I'm kind of just going over my thoughts on the Rolling Stone article because, like I said, I don't care about the bots. For me, it's spam. You guys spam hashtags like it's, going out of style. I don't even follow. Well, all I'd follow are people that are Snyder Cut adjacent. So all my mentions say it. So I'm just like, whatever, dude. Have fun. But no, I see it, dude. People are they're salty about anything that comes out that's not a Snyder film. Some of them aren't, and they're good about hiding it. But a lot of them, that's just what it is. And I tried to call it out recently, call it bias, and they're like, "Oh, I'm not biased against Marvel films." But every time a Marvel film comes up, I shit all over them. Yeah. Yeah, it was a good thing you did. I did too, but the problem was I stayed in it because I like my friends, which I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to talk to them ever again. I'm kind of salty with them at the moment. Like, if you're freaking out over them saying that the fandom is bots, you're missing the point of the article. You are missing the point of the article. Let's see, Daryl Taylor says, would I like the Justice League story to continue? Yes, but there are too many people in this fandom crapping on each other. Yes. Then you have people who act sly, like Sil and Mikey, along with Andy Signor and Jody. Yes. And they all do the same fucking thing, and they sit back and they accuse them of doing the same thing they're doing. So it's just like this weird back and forth tennis match of just nonsense. Total and utter nonsense. Okay, I'm not even like talking about the continuation or the verse or anything. I'm just talking about how this fandom has fallen apart, fallen astray. Like, you are missing the plot of this article if all you saw was, well, they're just saying we're bots, and you dismiss that. For one, you shouldn't, because, like I said, I've seen it. Why do you think they won that Oscar thing? People were spamming that hashtag like it was going out of style. And no, Marvel fans don't have that same kind of activity. Yeah, see, and that's the whole thing. Concentrate on the rest of the article, because every time this comes up, all they say is, "Oh, well, they're diminishing us. They're trying to diminish us because they're saying we're bots." And it's like bullshit. Okay. The fact of the matter is this fandom is a horrible fandom. A horrible fandom. They are the biggest gatekeepers. They're so bad. You say one thing bad about this property, and they come unglued. Like you just insulted their mother or something. It's like, dude, grow a fucking backbone. Like, you sit there and they sit there and they try to make fun of Star Trek to me, like no one's ever done that. Like, in the 25 years I've been a fucking Star Trek fan, it's happened a lot. No, it's just, fuck me, dude. And then this is some shady shit, dude. Zack Snyder sent somebody in to steal the fucking copy of the fucking movie. The fuck? There's no manipulation going on here. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. All the while, the Snyder fandom has continued to call for the studio to greenlight the Justice League, launching a change.org petition, mobilizing the hashtag release the Snyder Cut. Executives who didn't fall in line faced a social media beating. And yes, they did. I watched you do it. And don't pretend like you didn't. Okay? The former DC Entertainment president, Diane Nelson, deleted her Twitter account in September 2018 after Snyderverse adherents targeted her for merely praising the Joker film. Does that sound familiar? Does that sound familiar? The Batman, the Suicide Squad, any DC movie that doesn't have Zack Snyder's name vaguely attached to it? Does that sound like a recurring thing here? Did Max stream earlier today? Well, it's a good thing he did, because yeah, I would have been pretty upset. Dude, they're out of their fucking mind. Sorry, dude. Pull your head out of your ass. Go find something better to do. A horrible fandom that has only been exacerbated by its... Exactly. Okay? Zack Snyder, you've had plenty of time to calm this down, tell everybody to chill the fuck out, and look forward to your new movies. But no, you sat there and let this fester and let it build and let it build and let it build. And then you got people like Ray Fisher sitting there poking and poking. It's like, dude, this is bullshit. Like, his complaints is because it was a miscommunication. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, and that's the thing, dude. It's not. Oh my God. It's not about bots. It's about behavior. Are you understanding what I am saying? Like, yes, you guys get it. Thank you. Hey, Caden, what's up, man? That's where I'm like, that's why I don't want to go on and talk with anybody, because they don't get it. It's not about the bots. It's about the behavior. Nobody is you cannot catch flies with fucking vinegar. Okay. You just can't. I mean, I probably get a couple that'll stick to it, but it's exactly, that's it. It's the behavior. It's the constant it's the harassment of people that don't have anything to do with Zack Snyder's shit. Like the director of Godzilla vs. Kong, that poor bastard. He even asked Zack to tell him to stop. You think he would? No. No, they just want to hear it how they want to hear it. They want to hear what they want to hear. The problem with this article is it shined a light on the biggest problem with this fandom. And it's something that I've been trying to put out. for a long time. It's why I don't associate with this fucking fandom anymore. And I'm sorry, dude. Like I said, this is gonna piss people off in my circle. This is gonna get me removed from some shit. And honestly, I don't care. You're here at my channel right now, Brian Master of None. Okay, this is what I fucking do. And I don't even talk about this stuff most of the time. You used to catch me on here playing Minecraft and shit. But, and I think the problem is that they've internalized the word toxic. And it's like, I just don't understand. Oh, and that's the other thing. I've been trying to say this since the Ann Sarnoff article came out and started calling it out. You guys don't understand how you come across when you do this. You come across as very aggressive, very aggressive. And it's just like, dude, nobody wants to work with that. Nobody. And then this whole thing about Berg and John's names attached to the project. Okay, dude, they produced the movie. You can't take their name off of it. It's against union regulation. You can't do that. So I don't understand what he was thinking there. I mean, I might not be an expert, but yeah, that just doesn't make any sense to me. And this just seems like petty backbiting to me. All of it. And the fact that, okay, I'm going to tell you right now, Batman versus Superman was a bad movie. There's a reason why they changed their mind and decided not to go that direction. It was a bad movie. Sorry, it was fucking bad. I'm sorry, I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat this shit anymore, man. This movie is fucking horrible. As I said, I don't care. Like I said, thumbs it down, thumbs it up, share it out. I don't know. If you want me, I got a couple other people that might join me later. So, and if you guys want to join, just, say something in the chat. I'll let you come on, like Caden, if you want to come on or whatever. But, guess who / what isn't in Jim Lee's new San Diego Comic-Con DC promo piece? I imagine anything to do with Snyder. All right. Dismayed. Appeared. Oh, yeah. And then the whole thing with Martian Manhunter and then Green Lantern. It's like, dude, you do not own the IP, bro. Just because it's your movie doesn't mean you own the likeness rights of the characters. You don't, dude. Let's see here. Even after the film, random bystanders. Yeah, see, okay, like even after the film opened, random bystanders continued to be hit by Snyderverse shrapnel. I love how this is worded too. This is great. It was like somebody pulled this out of my head and put it on a piece of paper, because this is the stuff I've been wanting to say. Okay. And yeah, I'm mad at the people in the community that I've been friends with that don't call this bullshit out or gloss it over or be like, oh, it's not all of it. It's not all of it. Nah, dude, it's a big fucking part of it. A huge part of it. Okay, so let's see here. The director asked Snyder through an intermediary to tell his fans to stand down, and Snyder refused. He says that he was never asked his fans to stand down, adding, furthermore, I do not control my fans. They have their own will, which that's not true, and their own opinions, which is also not true. You really need to give me too much credit. No, they're giving you credit because you've never once come out and publicly said anything to put the kibosh on this. Okay. Let's see here. Also, I think Warner Brothers dropped the ball when they tried to rush their. Oh, of course they did, and not only that, but this is let's call it what it is. This is Christopher Nolan's fault. Okay, how do you have 3 successful Batman movies and not spin a universe off of them? Yeah, thought so. That's their fault. They got ahead. They're like, yeah, we got this. We got Batman. And then it's like, yeah, we got Robert Pattinson Batman. Oh. Let's see here. 1 year after Rebel Moon. Okay, this is the Ray Fisher crap. Okay. Anyways, that's the gist of it. We all kind of know, if you haven't seen this article at one point in time today or had somebody rant about it, yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on the matter. Yeah, that's the other thing. I wonder, is something big happening? Probably not. Probably not. And if I was a DC fan at this point, I'd probably just walk the fuck away, man. I mean, if you're really that upset with the, if you're really that upset with it. Oh, see, this is the one thing I didn't get here. Like, okay, about the joke, let's see here. Okay, adherence, blah blah blah. Okay, pricey publicity stunts ensued, like the Times Square banner for 50 grand a day, a plane. Okay, there was no fundraiser. There was no Kickstarter. So, like, they're basically saying, was this really a grassroots movement? I don't know. I'm starting to doubt it. I'm starting to doubt it. Yeah, no. It is funny that I bring up Nolan, because this whole debacle is his fault, in my opinion. 110%. One, for not connecting his universe. Two, for putting Zack Snyder in there, and three, for just being Chris Nolan. I mean, come on now. No, it's okay. I don't care. Let's see here. But yeah, no, this to me needed to be said. And the reason why people are upset is because it's true. At least the fandom side of it. I mean, we could split hairs about bots all day long, because that's just competing data. What I can talk about is what I've seen with my own two eyes and experienced. Exactly. Like, I don't get it either now. So, like, it's built on lies, guys. Like, come on, man. I'm mad because I got sucked into this shit. I apologize to anybody who I might have been mean to because of it. Yeah, that is true. Let's see here. I'm more interested in seeing what Marvel Studios has. Oh yeah, right. Dude, I get off the sinking ship. Warner Brothers in DC is a sinking ship. Yes, and if you think the Snyderverse would actually fix that sinking ship, damn, you're dumb. There's a lot of DC fans that don't like Snyder's stuff, a lot, and yeah, they got drowned out for the last few years by Snyder fans. But if we're gonna be real here, so, anyways. But yeah. Let's see. But yeah. So, anyways, and then Ray Fisher has choice words. It's all just about timing. You didn't tell my people, and my people didn't tell your people. Why did you put that article out? It's like, well, that's the information that we have to this point. That's the stuff that was in the Hollywood Reporter article. And the only thing that was on Twitter today was, like, exactly. And that's the thing. I'm telling you, I don't want to get conspiratorial because I just don't want to sound just as bad. But this does not look good. Okay, it's all I'm trying to say. people, and everybody's going to dismiss this article for one way or the other, and it's going to usually be like it's usually going to be something stupid. But I'm over it. I'm done with this group, as it were. What's up, Caden?
What's up, Brian? I think I
Ah,
said a lot of my piece on this article pretty much already. Like at
yeah,
least
I haven't had my
in this,
chance, but
in the like in the fact of there's two frustrations that I really have with Snyder. You know, well, three actually. Now thinking about it, three frustrations with Snyder, and like with Adam Wingard's situation. If again it like with the situation that they're like, this is something that we're told, so it's here right now. It's like a matter of like it's a rumor right now. But even that's a rumor that is and that was talked about and or like that is possibly true is still frustrating and pissed me off that he thought that no, because my fandom doesn't I don't have that much control of my fandom. My fandom doesn't have that much control. That's belittling yourself and belittling
he
your
didn't even
fandom.
try.
He didn't even try. That's the thing. Like saying yeah, I'll try, is at least saying I respect you and I will try. But saying no is basically saying no.
This is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what this
he
article basically said. Is that
yep
Zach's public
co-opted him.
proxy
Yeah,
is Ray Fisher. Is that the person that he goes to for, you know, stuff like this to reveal stuff, which is, something that Jarbo pointed out that like it's odd that a week later after Zach wanted to go they take Jeff and John off the credits that 5 days later that or a week later whatever that Ray Fisher tweeted out something that like that was the first time Ray tweeted something about. Oh yeah, I'm sure there's more to this that puts more. I think this is just the
this is
the beginning
the
of
opening
something that
salvo.
yeah, this is just the beginning.
What's up, DL? How you doing, man?
I'm all right. How you guys doing?
Not too bad. Not too bad. I feel better now. I've been stewing on this all day today because this is why I've been pissed off with the Snyder fandom and why I walked away and all that kind of shit. It's to me like what I got from this article had nothing to do with the bots. Had everything to do with the public behavior displayed by a fandom.
Yeah,
Yeah. Uh, I I don't know how to feel about this. I'll be real honest. Part of me feels kind of embarrassed to because technically I'm a part of this, or I was a part of the Snyder movement. Because
Me too. Me too. Like I'm just like hanging my head, going, "Oh, geez, guys, come on." What's up, Isaac?
yeah. I mean, I'm always going to be a fan of Snyder. He's always going to be one of my favorite directors. That's never going to change. But just the fact that this fandom has just become so well. Not everyone. Let me preface that. Not
No.
everyone in the fandom, but like there's a good amount of people that have started to become toxic. And like they're not any different from the Star Wars fans, the Marvel, DC shit. Like it's gotten out of hand at this point.
Yeah.
And and then it's like if this stuff is true with the bots. I mean, I've always wanted the Snyder verse to continue, and it's like I'm glad we got Zack Snyder's Justice League, but now hearing about this, that if it's true, it's like yeah, we got it, but at what cost? You know, it it almost feels like it isn't earned if this is true. If this
Okay.
is true.
I'm gonna say something. Zack Snyder does not own the IP.
No.
He has no
He
say
never
over
did.
it. Never
Never
did.
did.
yeah.
And
No,
then what about this stuff where he had the copy? He took the copy or had
he
somebody
took
take the
the
copy of the
hard
movie.
drive that had the every. That's probably why WB thought it didn't exist. Is because Snyder had it. And they probably found out that Snyder had it, so they're like, "Oh, it's never going to be released because someone has it. Like someone
Yeah.
has the hard drive of it."
You're never
Oh,
gonna give it up.
then he's not giving it up. And then finally, he probably was like, he's like, I'm sure WB would have released it if they had it, like straight up, if they knew it existed, like from day one and had it. I'm sure they'd be like, yeah, we'll release it on HBO Max, or we'll release it. We'll do
Yeah,
a special
why not?
release for it.
Well,
Why not?
that I kind of doubt, because if they were thinking about releasing that without all of this going on, why did they go through all the trouble of reshooting the entire movie in the first place?
Yeah, because they were done.
At the moment they were done with him.
Because they were done. I mean, if you read half the stuff that was on here, and that's like through the studio execs what they were saying to him about the movie.
But I think it was more of the
that's
fact
proving
that,
my
like,
point, though. That's proving my point,
I'm
though.
sure,
You said that
but,
they're
like, the
done.
thing was that there was a social media outcry for this to be released, and they were like, it can't be released because it doesn't exist. It went from that, and then I'm sure there's a timeline to it, and then they found out, oh, it does exist,
See-
and there's someone holding onto the hard drives that has it, so it cannot be released. It's real, but it cannot be released because someone has it.
See,
And
yep. I don't know, man. It's just like all this sounds really, really bad, and it sucks because I got into this with good intentions. I thought this was a positive fandom. Like, it was good 3 years ago.
Yeah.
It's gone off the rails, man. Oh man, like I said, this does not bode well for anybody. And I agree, Degrassi. Once this shit comes out, man, and
I think another thing is people are saying this only paints Snyder and Ray in a bad light. It also just kind of says, what the fuck, Warner Brothers? Like, you guys did some shit wrong too,
everybody's wrong in this.
It's asking
everybody's in
everyone
the wrong
hard
right now.
questions. Everyone's in the wrong with this. It's asking everyone the hard questions when they release this info. It's not targeting one person, it's targeting everybody. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you all? Everyone here.
Mm-hmm. Like this whole situation is wrong from the word go.
Exactly. So again, it's not to attack Snyder and to take light away from the release of the digital cut. It's to be like, hey, although you're buying this digital release of this, hey, look at this article that is talking about you or talking about this group of people and this studio and this director, and how all of them should have handled this stuff better.
Yeah.
Like,
no, 100%.
Like Brian said, it's all about the public image and the behavior rather than the bot situation. Who cares about the bots?
I don't care about the bots. I don't care.
I don't
well,
either.
some of the behind the scenes Snyder stuff is really sus.
Yeah.
And, it doesn't. And I'm a little concerned about the Ray Fisher stuff. But
like, I think it's one of those things where they use the truth or the half truths to twist it and turn it to be against executives.
It's probably a good thing, RJ. Enjoy Lego Harry Potter.
But
that sounds fun.
Actually,
that does sound fun. But I go back to it's not. I go back to what I said before, is that I understand why Hamada said to not say anything about Bergs and Jeff Johns. Because again, you have to like really think about the corporate structure. Who is a contract worker and who is an actual paid person who works there 24/7? Joss Whedon's the contract worker, and you have Jeff Johns and John Bergs, the actual people that work there.
Yeah, they're staff employees.
There's actual staff there. So who would you rather go after? The person who has less, like, a worth of being there, or the people that are actually structurally supposed to be there?
Yeah.
The person who can be laid off a contract. That's who I'll go after first and foremost. If the person telling me to do that, I'll do that. And they'd be like, okay, now that's done. How can we handle Jeff Johns and how can we handle John Berg? How can we handle that after we got Joss Whedon? Like, if there's something that we can do, then let's do it. but now they're like, oh, Joss Whedon was the problem, and we can blame it all on him. And it's like, okay,
Basically.
I don't agree with that, but I'll move on. I digress. You know, it's
No,
like,
you're right though. I mean, but the most thing I got out of this was just the bad or the bad behavior of the fans. 110%. It's something
and
that we've
also the whole
all
Vero
dealt with.
stuff. I was like, learning who he is. I was like, oh, then this whole grassroots and GoFundMe shit is totally fake. Then, like,
Yeah, no,
that
because they've
guy's
been
a billionaire,
Vero
and he probably was buying the bots and buying all these airplanes and shit.
propping up
Like,
the movement.
like, like.
Well, that's what they
probably
said.
his deal.
There wasn't any GoFundMe's, or there wasn't any like
No,
actual.
there wasn't really, or at least there weren't any like I said last night, is there weren't any GoFundMe's labeled for those specific things. There, it was labeled probably under something more dramatic in the sense that it got more attention and then used the money for something different. Or, like I said, it could have been the CEO or founder of Vero, who is a billionaire and has ties with the Saudi family.
Yeah.
Royal
So
family. So.
yeah, AstroTurf. Sorry. Oh man. So long story short, I'm very sad that I was involved with this in one way, shape, or form. Sorry, everybody. I'll take that out of there. Move it back. I'm done with articles right now.
Yeah, honestly, at this point, I'm just like I said. Another thing was the whole stealing of the hard drive and all that. That's another thing that I was mad about. Another thing I'm
That
mad
is
about
really
is
shady. I'm sorry,
that's
man.
really shady and like really messy and like a whole
I mean,
thing.
I get it, dude. The studio like screwed you. I get it.
Yeah,
Okay?
you don't want to screw them back with stealing
It doesn't
their
give you
property.
a right to steal like
It's
brake
like me
pads
going
on
there
your
to
way
steal the
out.
water
You know?
tower. It's like I'm gonna steal the water tower. I'm gonna steal that.
Yeah, no. It
And
doesn't
not
give
give
you.
it back until they release my water tower shield. Like,
I'm just
like
like,
what?
you work at a sandwich shop. They don't owe you a sandwich when you walk out the door and quit.
Exactly. Like it's like another thing is also is the whole the driveway stuff. The whole that's like, and I was right. And honestly, I love you, Enosh. You know this, but I was right. And me like he did that with no union. He did that with no studio rep being legalizing that or approving that.
Yeah,
So that shoot
was kind of an
technically
illegal
under the guise
shoot.
of illegal.
Yeah.
Like, so it won't be on the studio if anyone got sick or tripped and fell and broke an arm and twisted their wrist or whatever. It'll be on Stone Quarry. So that's why you have union involved with these things, because then they take care of it. And the studio knows that you shot something, so they can be like, okay, we can add it to our union logs of an accident. So then if someone comes after us, we can have it on log.
They're covered.
So that whole shoot is a messy thing as well, because it's like not only you are going against the studio saying no, but you're basically saying fuck you to them
What's up?
and saying fuck you,
Hey,
I'm gonna
Val.
shoot this anyways. Like,
Yeah,
and
it's kind of like
so, like again, it's like protocols were not held up at all. Like even if he did have like someone from his Stone Quarry himself as the studio as the safety and health protocol, then even that still wouldn't count as a proper way of having a safety and health protocol representative there. It has to be studio
you.
mandated. So it has to be studio mandated. It can't just be production mandated. So, hey Tim. But yeah, so that's another thing. Like those were like the main three things I was like. One of them I was like, I'm right about that. And
those are big takeaways, though.
Mad.
That's the thing. Like,
huh?
Those are big takeaways, though.
Those are big. The three big takeaways I have from this, though. Well, that's right, RJ. We got manipulated and lied to.
Yes, we did. That's why I'm mad. Like, yeah, like
I'm mostly mad because again, like I hate being right about something so bad like that.
Yeah.
And also, I'm mad because of the way Zach handled himself with another director.
Yeah. No, professional courtesy
Well, since
would be like,
to
hey
best
guys,
it'll be
calm
on Stone
down.
Quarry because it was Stone Quarry. It's under that lot that the driveway he shot on was the Stone Quarry's office lot. So it's on Stone Quarry because Stone Quarry is the name of the production that owns that property. That's
Well,
why it'll be under.
Yeah.
It'll be also be under mostly under Zach, but like you're sort of right, but you're sort of wrong in the aspect that
Either way, it
it's
doesn't look.
either way,
It's
it's
not.
still
It's not
bad.
good.
It's not good. No, it's really bad.
No,
So
and honestly, from what it seems to me is like, yes, the studio screwed him, so Zach decided to screw the studio back, and he used the fans to do it.
yeah,
At least that's kind of what I gather from it, which
that
is
is what I
fine. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
You got yours. You know, you made Warner Brothers look terrible. But I just know that, like, if you think something's going to continue after this, you are on the good shit. Like, give me some.
Yeah.
Cause you high.
You lie.
You
Why you
high.
always lying? Why you always lying?
Cause you high.
I mean,
It's-
half of me is like, I mean, that's what you get, Warner Brothers. You shouldn't have done it in the first place. So that's why Zach went to the depths that he did. But at the same time, I'm like, no wonder WB's trying to bury this in the sand so much.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, oh,
that's my question about this whole thing. Why would the new regime see this and say, "I want to work with that guy"?
Yeah. So where do I sign up?
Like,
Yeah.
what? You want to work with a guy who's backstabbed the previous regime and said "fuck you" and shot something without the approval? Okay, that's the logic we're having based off of this now. Like
Yeah.
with this new information, now I see officially no return, like for a long time at least. Like,
No.
No.
Sorry.
and they're probably
That-
going to want to distance themselves from the Snyderverse as a whole. So I don't think Cavill's coming back as Superman now.
No.
After the two.
No.
Like, they want to distance themselves as much as they can.
I feel like this current slate is once this current slate is finished, we probably won't see DC
Like
for
with
a hot minute.
Batgirl and Blue Beetle, that's the start of the new universe. You know,
Yeah.
like it or love it or hate it, Blue Beetle and Batgirl and Black Canary are the first few movies, and Zatanna and the Justice League Dark stuff is the first things we're getting in this new universe.
what
At
about
least
Black
for
Adam
now,
and Shazam?
until new. I think they're
Well,
going
Black
to
Adam
integrate those things into the new universe as well. Like I think with some of like Peacemaker, the Suicide Squad, like that stuff, like James Gunn stuff, and the Rock stuff, they're going to integrate into the new universe, and like try to change up some things to fit the new universe.
So what about Gal Gadot and Jason Momoa?
I think once they're done with their third film, they're done.
Yeah, once they're done with their movies, they're out.
Yeah. So Aquaman 2. Oh, I honestly would not be surprised even Aquaman 2 would be his last movie as well, because James Wan said that he's not coming back for the third movie if there is one. So yeah, I don't honestly, which sucks. But this is again like it's on both the studio and the director. It's both of the like the previous regime and also on the director for fucking this up. So
I mean, yeah, it sucks that
it's
possibly
on
has to
both
come
of
to
them.
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as I said before, I just want good DC movies. I don't care who's behind it. I want stuff to be coherent. So, if they do a clean slate, maybe it's for the best. I don't know, because I'm tired of holding on to false hope. I really am. And all this stuff with Zach is kind of making me upset. But
yeah, it made me honestly, at this point, don't y'all feel used in a way that maybe all of this was way shadier than we ever could imagined? Honestly,
Yeah, Yeah,
think
no,
there is,
I feel
again,
used,
I
man.
think there's still more to this. This is just like you're shoveling up stuff and you find like the rusted old car and the rusted spoon and the rusted like fork. You're gonna find a big treasure chest under that stuff, and there's gonna be a bunch of more rusted toys and spoons and stuff there.
Yeah, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of dirt.
There's gonna be a lot. So, and also I think, and it's what's funny is that it's that another thing is that they asked 20 plus people from both productions, like both Zach's production on Justice League and Joss's production of Justice League, on what everything going down was like, and this is what we got. So,
Yeah.
honestly, I say, yeah, like again, if that to not stand up for a fellow director or filmmaker, or fellow creative in general, is fucked up. Especially if you're trying to have people stand up for you and Ray and everyone else, and not stand up for another person. That's fucked up, and being an asshole and being an egotistical bitch,
Well,
basically.
exactly. Well, no, RJ, this is why I was upset today, because everybody that is my friends in the Snyder community, all they're worried about is bots, and I'm like, dude, that is not. You are
that
missing the
conversation
point.
passed.
You are
Like,
missing the point of this article. You are missing. You've lost the plot at this point.
you have.
It has nothing to do with bots. The meat and potatoes of how Zach and Ray weaponize the fans, and then the fans' behavior that got pointed out in that article.
Right.
Okay. Nobody likes it when they get a mirror shown on them, especially when you're a part of that group and you don't call it out. You just
Right.
kind of ignore it and you look the other way. And that is one thing I will say about the Snyder community. When something bad happens, it's kind of like they just look the other way. Well, it's not we didn't do that. No, you did. Okay. You either kick those motherfuckers to the curb and be like, these dudes don't roll with us, or you embrace them and take what's coming to you.
Yeah.
So
Because again, this is not, this again, the bot stuff is nothing new. We learned about the bot stuff when
I knew about that. And not only that, I'll call it spam. Okay, if we're gonna be fair, let's call it spam. Okay, this is a spam fandom. The Oscars was a perfect point of that.
Yeah, and to say that, like, oh, like people are saying this is nothing new, this is not new, or yeah, if you read the part when you reach the please subscribe part, yeah, it's kind of old information but with new words and stuff. But then if you go and find the article another way, or listen to people who actually read the full article and find out, oh, there's more to it, then listen. Like you don't have to listen to their opinions on what they're reading, but at least listen to what they're reading off the article, because it's the only way. People know Zach knew better. Many of his contemporaries and former studio mates at Propaganda know he's a sociopath, narcissistic megalomaniac. Honestly, I'm not surprised.
No, sounds about right. Especially with
it sounds about right. Even before this article, there was obviously people who had problems with Zach, and who but we, like, people in the industry, like actual like creatives and like directors and stuff, knew there was something up with Zach. That's why that's probably another reason why there was such a quote unquote attack on Zach. Was
it would make sense.
They knew that he's not the greatest to work with. Like in the end, in the end, he's not a great person to work with. But probably, like okay to work with on set. He's probably cool, but after, he's probably like
RJ. Just go to the StreamYards, dude.
Yeah,
this is through Max's stuff.
But yeah, like it's
but
honestly, it revealed a lot.
I just came in through StreamYard. So.
I saw Brian sent me a link, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna click through the StreamYard.
Yeah, that's normally
Yeah.
how I do it either too. So it's like, you
Yeah.
know, it's one of the benefits. I don't know how long I'll have the benefit after I've had this chat tonight, but I don't know. Max probably doesn't give a shit. He has people like this on his stream all the time. So
Yeah, like that's how I also get into Enos's streams without is because I'm signed in through Jack's account.
oh yeah, no,
So,
same. Oh, I have
like-
my own, but yeah.
So on here I'm signed on to Austin's, and then on the other one I'm signed into Jack's. So it's like, or like I'm signed. I forget who I'm signing on here actually anymore.
The death throws. Yeah, I saw that.
Oh.
Grassy.
Like,
it just
the
makes me
one thing-
sad because they're my friends, guys.
Another thing also is that I'll say this is that when Ray tweeted about the whole part of he said waning, which I took offense to that, and right away I didn't take it right away. I was like, let me look up what this word means, or what are the synonyms to this word, and it means weak.
That you apparently got so
dying.
offended by or whatever it was.
Yeah, like, oh my god, it means weak, dying. It's decaying, declining. So, and what is weak also a synonym for? Beta. So he's basically calling her a beta, but also just weak and declining and dying. A dying journalist. He's calling her a dying journalist.
Well, it's not only threatening her credibility, like basically lambasting their credibility, but also saying you really don't matter, yada yada yada. Like it's just like,
yeah,
you know.
basically saying Tatiana Siegel doesn't matter. Fuck her. She's a bad journalist. Like, again, did you go to journalism for school? That's my question to everyone who questions Casey, who questions Tatiana, who questions anyone. Did you go to journalism for college, or do you take journalism?
Yeah,
at all?
and again, that's just the thing, right? Like Tatiana Siegel is getting death threats. She's getting. I saw a meme where somebody was like insinuating that she was getting she was sucking off Toby Emmerich and all this and that's like.
Oh, I saw that she's
and
Oh,
Ray,
you were so true though, RJ, when you commented on Ray Fisher's tweet though.
well,
That
listen,
is
and I
facts.
like Ray Fisher, but it's true. What is that gonna accomplish?
Just make things worse for her.
Yeah.
She's already getting harassed. Like you're just basically tagging her and giving it an open platform to
She
do
did
that.
the same thing with Joanna Funches. Fuentes.
Pointing the finger and saying, "Go get him, guys!"
Yeah, basically.
Weaponizing
And
a fandom.
He's pulling the trigger.
figure.
He's pulling the trigger, and the bullets are the people in his comments.
Yeah.
It's like,
Like you know
So-
exactly what it's gonna do. Like it's no secret, and it's just
No.
like I expect better from somebody who's built their entire brand off of the phrase "accountability is greater than entertainment," right? Like I hold him to a higher standard because of that.
No,
Yeah.
like I said,
that's the thing. Like, again, he knew what he was doing. He knows. Because he knows how. Zach knows how. Because he legit threatened her when she did the Iris article.
Yeah, that also
Like-
was really shocking to me as well, and I don't
Like,
even
the thing is,
understand
Zach
that
is
part.
not as good as Goody Two Shoes as everyone says he is.
yeah. And
Everyone's
not
like,
only that,
oh,
but,
Zach is like this God, this Jesus Christ Savior, this Goody Two Shoes person. As we see, he's not any better than any other director in Hollywood.
Well, no, there's always been shadiness in Hollywood. Zach's never been an angel, and he had to do some shady stuff to get his cut out. Which
Yeah.
I'm sympathetic towards the reason why. I'm sure he was angry and upset. But let's also not negate the fact that it's looking like he conspired with Ray Fisher to come out with these allegations in order to help him internally get what he wanted from the executive brass so that he could get his version of the movie. And that is damning, in my opinion. That's really bad.
you're not wrong though.
Yeah,
man.
Spherical Man. Honestly, you're not wrong.
Like it's taking advantage
Like, I
of
don't
a
want to say
situation.
you're
I feel
100% right, but you're not wrong. You know.
No.
No,
Different
actually,
reasons,
he's no,
but
like, I would say he's no better than Jeff Johnson, John Burke, and Hamada. I would say Joss Whedon's still bad, but I don't think he's no better than those three guys that he tries to say and lambast in a bad light. You know,
And again,
Uh,
I like Ray Fisher, but I have to call a spade and be honest about how this looks and how
Right.
this is.
like I can have my critiques and my grudges against some people I like, or the work I like about them. Like I like Fisher as a cyborg. Like he was good in Seneca, but I understand that he won't be able to be cyborg anymore. That was the one and done,
He's
or
it. That's
two and
it.
done. Yeah, that's it. Whatever. Done. Bye. Like again, like I said, I don't think anyone from the Snyderverse that was an actor there, other than like a couple of them, like Joe Manganiello, I think he can return because he's friends with James Gunn, and he's not really as connected because he just showed up in like 30 seconds of something.
Also, that post
Like,
credit scene, even in the theatrical version, that was the post
yeah,
credit scene.
like
So either
so
way, it doesn't
honestly,
really-
like whatever. Same with Jesse Eisenberg. He's in that post credit scene, so it's like whatever. He can come back as Lex Luthor if they wanted to. Like,
again,
like
though, if they want to, and there's really
yeah, if they
nothing
want
that's
to.
established that really makes you feel like
Yeah.
any of them are gonna win.
But I
Like
think they would want to establish a difference between their new universe and the Snyderverse and
Right.
the Justice.
I guess the
Verse.
thing that just frustrates me the most is just the fact that like everyone's acting like it's all about the bots.
Yeah,
And it's not that.
Yeah.
It's not
No.
just that. Like no,
no.
like all these pro Snyder YouTubers are only talking about the bots thing. I'm just like, why? Like there's way more than that going on here, but nobody wants to actually talk about that part.
Well, it's because they've turned blinders onto it. I think at this point.
Well, it's also because the bots thing is the most easily
willful
dismissible.
ignorance.
It's the most easily
Well, of course it
dismissible.
is.
You
Well,
can't really argue talk about the other stuff because you
No.
can't easily deny it.
You have competing groups that do analytics. So
you know
it's
what's
like,
funny is that
how are you
like,
going to say one group over another? But no,
Yeah,
my thing
like,
I'll
you know how
say is
it's
spam.
it's funny how it's not directed towards exactly people who are complaining about it, but those people are complaining about it. You know, so that makes me question: did they use bots ever? Like now I'm questioning: did everyone in the fandom who's now complaining about the bots, did they ever use bots in this situation? Like, because there's also the thing, like, if you like toxic fans and the people like, I'm not toxic, then I'm not talking about you. If they're talking about someone using bots, they're clearly not talking about you if you haven't used bots.
If you identify as a bot, I suppose then you should be a little upset.
Yeah.
If you don't identify as a bot, you have nothing to worry about.
Exactly.
I mean, I think it says a lot if you're assuming everything's about you and people are calling out toxicity. That's a problem too. Like
Yeah,
maybe
I mean-
if you're that upset by people calling out toxic assholes, maybe you're a toxic asshole. You know.
Yeah.
Now, my thing is it's willful ignorance because
Yeah.
people that are in this community don't engage with that part of the community. I mean, for good reason, but it's the fact that it's still there and you want to be a part of that community, but you want to ignore those elements of it. And that's what bothers me. It's like,
Yeah.
no, dude. That's why this whole thing needs
You
to come
are
crashing down.
choosing to not read the article because you are upset about the first two paragraphs
The headline.
or the
You just had to
headline.
say-
Well, some
Propped up with
people
bots.
don't even make it past the headline. I just read the first couple
Yeah.
of blurbs. I'm like,
Either
that's
the-
it. I'm done.
either you don't
I'm
pass the
not a
headline-
bot, meh. It's like,
I'm
okay,
not
you
gonna
sound
read
like the
this.
fandom menace
No,
when they
read
they
the
said
article and learn about your fandom and learn about your director and learn about the studio, because again, like I said, it doesn't help the studio, at least it doesn't help the previous regime, it doesn't help Ray, it doesn't help
that.
Zach.
What? Oh, are you kidding me? Dave refused to read the article.
Yeah
Wait, what?
Dave Pena, film junkie.
Bro, come on,
He refused to
man.
read it because of the bot stuff.
Okay, this is why
Even tonight? Because I thought tonight he read more.
Oh, did he?
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
I didn't watch, but I would hope he read more today.
I don't want to watch the Cope. I'm done with that shit. I'm not even gonna watch.
Well,
Rausch
the
tonight.
night that
Oh
article
no,
broke
he
was pretty
didn't.
bad
He's
too.
not
I
reading
saw
the
the clip
article
of
on
that, but
stream.
that was
He's
like
just
really
talking
bad.
about Ray and the emails and stuff. It looks like, he's not. Well, actually, no, he's
No,
reading the Forbes.
they're
He read the
talking
Forbes
about
article. He
Yeah,
read the
and
Forbes
Oh,
article.
yeah.
He read
They're
all
reading
the
the
Ray
Forbes article and not the Rolling Stone one because they
Because
think the
the
Forbes
Forbes
one,
article-
the Forbes one had an opinion where it's like,
paints it
we
in a
don't-
better light.
but they're like, well, this doesn't make sense, and they believe that one.
So it's like going to Mikey and Sil for your information.
Basically, yeah, you're going to an opinion piece.
You just want
that-
to one
Here's the thing,
another
did you-
opinion
have
piece
any
that
of you
what you
actually
want to
read the
hear.
Forbes article? I like Paul
No.
Tassi. Paul Tassi does some amazing video game coverage at Forbes. I think he's really cool. However, it's an opinion piece. That's all it is. That article presents no information. It's an opinion piece. It's just saying, I think there's some weird stuff here. That's it. He doesn't present new information or something like, oh, wow, this is like, oh, this isn't the same thing. Oh, my God. You know? Nothing like that.
Yeah. It's like
No,
Jesus.
they are the fandom menace. I said it right when the cut came out and people started freaking out about Warner Brothers. You're going to turn into the fandom menace.
It has. And I feel like people are like kind of like putting their heads in the sand, being like, no, nothing's wrong here, everything's fine.
Nothing to see, everything's fine. It's like, no, it's really not, and there's a problem. Sorry, Max, there's a fucking problem.
Are you bringing up Max?
Yes, I'm fucking bringing up Max because he's the one that
What do
brought
you
me
do?
into this shit. No,
Oh.
it's okay. He's a part of it. Okay, for good, bad, or indifferent, Max is a fucking part of it. You know, he promotes that side of it all the time, like ad nauseum. What
Yeah,
article is usually the basis for most titles of videos?
the Geek Gossip ones.
Okay, that drives the
Yeah.
speculation for that show for that night because
Yeah.
we really rarely get to the other topics.
Oh, you should have seen Sill's chat today talking about Max, though. Oh, boy. Some of the things they were saying
Yeah.
about all of us. I'm just like, oh,
Oh,
my God.
about us too. Like
Good.
that,
I'm
like,
glad.
That's the thing, like,
I hope you guys have a good time. Thank you for the engagement. There's only 8
Yeah.
of us watching, so I imagine it's just people that we like here, which is cool.
Oh, yeah. I
Like
think it's
you
just
guys
people that agree with us.
Right. Which is fine.
But-
Honestly,
which is
I
fine.
wouldn't have any
Yeah.
better. Like, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. And I think you all know, like, Degrassi, you've seen it. Like, all you guys have seen it. So it's just my slow decline. Just kind of just like,
I mean, it's not a secret. Everyone kind of
No,
knows
it's-
where your headspace has been at.
yeah. And I'm just like, no, dude. And I've been, like, going after people because they kind of go after me. And I'm just like, no. Since that stupid
yeah.
stream with all where they ran and hid.
It's ever since the turkey.
Which again,
No.
the turkey is the troll that we learned as well. That he likes to troll.
Yeah.
And
And then, but it's like at the same time, it's like, dude, all you did is just gas up your audience, man. You want to talk
Yeah.
about gaslighting and people getting upset?
I mean, again, it's this whole article just puts a light on Zach saying that he is only about himself and
Yeah.
about his end goal, which
Yeah.
his end goal was.
Yeah.
I don't mean to
destroy
bring
this
up. I don't
whole
mean to bring up names. But I'll just say. I mean, I hope Enosh and I know he's having Stephen Colbert on in the Nerd Queens. I hope they actually look at
Yeah, that's-
everything,
I
not
was
just
like-
the bot stuff.
I'm not gonna watch. I'm sorry.
No, I can't
know
watch
how that's
either,
gonna
'cause I
go.
don't wanna-
I know
I don't
how
wanna
it's
get
gonna go.
mad.
I don't
That's
want to
why
get mad
it's
at
gonna
I
get
want to
anybody.
watch, but at the same time, I can't watch because I just know it's gonna be a cope stream. Honestly,
Oh, I
I
could
just
go
know at the
on.
very end-
Like
I know it's like they're gonna start reading the article, but then like 30 minutes into the article, it's gonna be a cope stream. Honestly, like I said, I love you, Enosh, but that's what I feel like it's gonna be. If you are watching this at all, I don't think he would, but I don't know. But yeah, it's
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I understand Enosh has his own take on this, and I respect him. And like I said, I'm not going to complain. It's just more so like I don't want to hear from the like Snyder fans right now
no, I
because
don't.
like
I don't.
every time, like, and I've tried listening to a bunch of people, but it always comes across like it's like defending or coping and like not actually addressing the points, just arguing one specific thing. Like for example, even Dave tonight. I watched Dave tonight. Dave the Film Junkie. He brought up that they said Fiona was a bot. No, they didn't.
they didn't say
The
Fiona
article
was a bot.
never insinuated that Fiona's thing was a
Never
bot.
said that.
All they
No.
said was about the website. They raised questions about the
Yeah.
website and who was running it
And-
at the time.
I don't. I'm not good at math, but 13% isn't 100%, right?
No, it's not. No, it's not 100%. No,
I mean, again, it's
not
So
even
how
all-
do we conflate that?
well, 13%. Like it's not like it still means the majority of the activity was legit, but it also basically tells you, hey, like this is pretty abnormally large for any kind of social media trend. It's typically
I'll
within the
admit it.
5% range, not the 13% range.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly,
And that's what people are like, 13%. Oh, look at all these followers. That's not what they're talking about. They're talking about a trend. Like, a follower count, whatever. Like, yeah, like, it's weird that WB Rolling Stones has, like, above 15% bot followers, but like everyone has bot followers because if you go on your little muted and blocked and things, you can find that you probably were hacked and follow like 3 bots or something like that, because you can do that, and someone like a bot can hack your account and have you follow them and mute them. So like that happens. So like
I mean, to be fair though, even if it is 13% of the bots, that still is technically that's statistically still insignificant because there's still 87%
Yeah,
of
there's still
actual
80
interaction.
Oh
Yeah, no.
yeah. I'm not
No.
even I'm not gonna dispute that. But like the point being though is that you cannot deny that there was bots used and that people were
Of
paying
course.
for access to stuff and they were manipulating Twitter's algorithm to get stuff trending.
Sure, yeah.
But look at an account like Geralt. Geralt, for example, I know for a goddamn fact he uses bots because there's no way that he gets that kind of engagement every single time. Legitimately, there are freaking bots following him. There's no way an account like Geralt's gets like 40 to 50,000 followers. I'm sorry. I guarantee if I looked it up and had information that could tell me that, I guarantee you like at least like a quarter of his followers are bots.
Yo, can you hook me up some bots? Because I need some. No, I'm just kidding.
Right?
like and the other thing is
Yeah,
also
right.
is that there's funny enough is that we talk about this like we still who had someone use bots for the fandom polls. Like there's clearly a trend in the fandom to use bots in the fandom, like somehow shape or form to progress a poll to
Yeah.
make something trend, or to then have a Lebanese billionaire buy you buildings and planes and shit. Like
The
Jesus.
Degrassi, you are forgetting about the other 87%. It's not even a quarter. It's not even half. So technically, it could be categorized as being statistically insignificant because it's not that big of an impact if you look at the grand scheme of things. Not saying it doesn't happen, not saying it doesn't cause something, but it's like it's not enough to be like, oh, this is the main cause. So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah. The other thing I was going to mention too, and this is the other issue I personally had. I mean, there's just a lot in that article that I found really troubling.
I
mean-
read during my lunch break and I was like, bro, I got to talk about this tonight. And I'm kind of mad that other people aren't. Max.
Well, Max came on my stream, and I was going to mention my stream was really interesting because a lot of people were actually pretty upset by it. They kind of like talked about it on Still Stream today. They are apparently watching the whole time, which I'm like, cool. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching my little channel. Make sure to subscribe. I got 237 subs.
Right?
Hey, heck
We're
yeah.
rocking.
But
Well,
no,
look,
in
yeah,
all
like,
seriousness,
4
people
videos.
too.
My
like,
comment section is probably
still
going to
took
be
a
lit.
direct shot at me saying, "Oh, we got these like little YouTubers having like identity crises, don't know what they want to do with their channels, having existential crises and mental issues." I'm like,
Okay,
okay.
let's run a track record back. He was in the Foreign Nerds there for a minute. He was like one of the founding members, and then he didn't handle that, so he got in close with Matt Jarbo, and Matt Jarbo hooked him up with Mikey Sutton. Huh. Funny how things work out for people.
Yeah,
on
it's
the
like
internet.
talk about somebody else changing their channel and their identity online.
Sil's done that before too. I'm going to talk
Yeah.
about other things.
But no, it's just really funny.
I know
Like,
Sil
like,
because I was on that stream with you, dude.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But the other funny thing about that too is like they're all like, "Oh my god, they've taken over Max's channel. Oh my god, they're betas, the
Oh
beta
yeah, the
maniac."
Max's channel's the new clown
The
table.
beta.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
they're
guys,
actually
if it wasn't
they're
for
saying that
this
the clown
beta-
table at Warner Brothers is over, and that we're the new clown table. That Max's channel is
that's
where the clowns
awesome.
go.
Oh, I can't wait. No, this is
Wow,
fantastic.
okay.
Okay. So if it wasn't for this particular clown, that show wouldn't be on half the nights. So cool. Thank you. I
So-
love the fact that I have haters.
They ain't got
now.
no sense of loyalty or respect, though. That's the thing.
right. And that's the thing.
Okay,
Okay.
and no respect.
If anything, this shows my loyalty towards Max. Because anybody else would have told him to go fuck off multiple times. Okay. Dealt with it. I put up with it. I was there for the Andy Signore stuff where it really got hot.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
no. So I had a lot of fun on YouTube. It's been very interesting. And today was just like reading that article. It was like seeing my thoughts put on paper,
Mm.
and I was like, yes, thank you. But all we're gonna talk about is bots, and I knew it. I knew it. Everybody was mad about bots, and it's just
Yeah,
like, no,
well,
that's
and I do put a little bit of the blame on that on Rolling Stone though, because they did
well,
make
they
that
put
like
it
the
in the headline.
and it's
If
the
they
first
didn't
thing
put
they
it in the
talk about.
headline, if they would have talked about like, and then the whole like, oh, they're just attacking fans. I'm like, no, they are attacking a particular segment of the fans.
But they're also saying that the fans are being potentially manipulated as well.
Yes,
That
and they
that they were
were.
weaponized unintentionally
Yes, they were.
in ways they
We
weren't even
were.
aware of.
Guys, we were so gassed up for years, man. You should be ashamed of yourselves.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
We all should be ashamed of ourselves.
We all should, honestly.
Like, this is all our fault. Thank you, Nicotina. Yes, smash that like button, guys. I'm getting engagement, man. 16 people. God dang.
Wow.
I know.
I
you
gotta talk about
like,
this
the
more
hot button
often.
Issues.
Maybe I
No,
should
it's
actually
mostly-
talk about. Maybe I actually
Yeah,
should talk about
Brian's
some
gonna
of my
Brian's gonna
channel.
go off cam for a second. He's gonna be like, "Have you heard of this little series called Star Trek?" And they just pulls it
Right,
up.
guys? Yeah, right? Hey, guys, we can watch something else now. Honestly, to me, it's like Star Trek was great for me. You want to know why? Because it built a shell around me like a shield, okay? In the 90s. To where people could say bad things about what I like and it doesn't affect me.
Yeah.
And it's not like a personal attack. Like I did they call me Star Trek boy in 8th grade? There's a picture of
so
me in the
original.
yearbook. Yeah, right. Hey, it's better than fat ass. Okay,
Well,
Yeah.
I'm all standing there in my Starfleet uniform, all like, yeah, I'm cool. It's like from Party City.
one thing is that like I mentioned, I think I mentioned this to RJ after I tweeted out like I said
Great
to
show.
RJ and them was like I have a weird feeling. I don't know what it is. It was like I think the weird feeling was that the fact that I tweeted out that like whole Adam Wingard being pissed off, and I thought about that feeling like why did I feel weird about that and why did I feel weird in a way that I was like okay, well I think the reason why I felt weird was because I felt anxious and also felt anxious because I was afraid of people coming into the comments and or quote tweeting with harassment, especially from that fandom, since they do have a tendency to do that.
Harass people that aren't involved with related projects at all, like other
Yeah.
directors of other movies.
Right.
That poor guy who directed Mortal Kombat, man. I imagine all the shit he got.
Yeah, I didn't. Oh well, I watched the leaked version of it. I haven't seen the real version of it yet. But
Of Mortal
like-
Kombat.
of
Oh.
Halloween Ends. I was Antonio.
Okay.
But like
Oh,
yeah, like
you don't
well,
need to see the real version. I'll tell you that.
like yeah, the whole GVK and like GVK especially, like when the guy asked him, was like, "Can you please tell your fans to stand down?"
Yeah,
No.
Adam Wingard's like, "Can you please call off the mob? Can you please
He's
do
like, "No."
something?" No.
Call off your dogs. No, sorry. They're
Nope.
they're not my dogs. They don't do what I tell them to do.
They're not my dogs, but they do praise me on Twitter and everywhere else.
Well, I mean, did you try at least?
no.
No,
Did you
he
try
didn't. He
and be
didn't.
like,
That's the other thing too. Like, you didn't even take the attempt to like
Then,
try
he
and
was
do
"Oh,
something.
it's fake. That thing is a fake." Furthermore, because I don't have control over my fandom. Yes, you fucking do.
Yeah, you can't act like you're like not culpable anyway. And people got mad at me for saying this months ago. I said Zach needs to hold some level of responsibility for his fandom. People got pissed at me for that. You remember that, Brian?
oh yeah,
That's
no.
months ago.
Did Matt said that right when it came out, right when everybody started getting all hot under the
Yeah,
collar.
like
It's
there has
Zack
to be
Snyder
some
needs to
level of
come out and be
culpability. Like, I'm not saying like Zach's
bro,
responsible for everything bad, but it's just like you
no,
have to
just
speak
tell people
up.
to chill the fuck out. Have a Coke and a
That's
smile. Enjoy the movie. Like, fuck
I
me.
mean,
dude.
It's,
You
it's
do
not
something
that
that's
hard. It's not that hard to go on
diplomatic, you
Vero
know?
and just say, "Hey, don't do this," or "Hey,
Thank
be
you.
nice."
Enough.
And like, even if it didn't make everyone stop, if it just made some people stop, he helped. He
Yeah,
helped.
that's what I'm saying. Like, he doesn't
Yeah.
like that's like the bare minimum is just to say, "Hey, just I love my fans, but please make sure you're being kind online. You're not doing anything that begrudges my name or the legacy of this film that you worked so hard to accomplish." Something as simple as that. Like, I'm not even kidding. It takes no effort. It really does. Like, it's such a simple thing to do, and the fact that he refuses to do that supposedly, I don't understand that. I really don't.
Yeah.
Can't say
Hey,
no
Vince,
to the
what's up, buddy?
fans. That's not even about that.
No, it's about like your image. Like that represents you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's your
As-
legacy.
You know,
Like
it's like
people,
why do people hate the
That's
Philadelphia
cool.
Eagles? Because they're fans. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, that's true. Though. That is true.
Sorry, that's mean, but it's also true.
but
Same
like,
thing with the
again,
Raiders.
it's like James Gunn. He tells his like
Yeah,
in
James
Twitter,
Gunn goes
he
on Twitter
tells
all
his
the
fans to
time.
back down. He
Yep.
told like he even like without saying to back down off of Air, he basically said, "I'm friends with Air," like on Twitter. Like they're friends, they're fun friends, and they're buds. So like
It
stop
takes
attacking
no
each other.
effort as a filmmaker with such a large platform to be open, be like, "Hey guys, please."
But you push
please
it on
act
with that
responsibly.
stupid Marine Corps quote, that French Revolutionary quote shit, and say some weird advance and I die, avenge me. If I retreat, kill me type shit. Like what the fuck are you saying? Like, are you saying
Right.
what? Like, what are you saying? And he like, and then he goes on to post about his digital cut an hour later, and yeah, it's all about him. It's never about anyone else but him and his ego and his plan. So, like, again, I am now like reading everything now and looking back at everything. I am not surprised that this is happening. And this is what's being spread.
Facts.
It's all Caden's fault.
So
It's
how you
also
doing,
your fault,
Isaac?
like-
How you holding up, buddy? I did get a chance to catch some of your stream a little bit earlier.
You know, it's funny. That's not a stream. I just accidentally made the video longer than it should have been.
Oh crap!
Yeah,
My
I know.
bad.
Everyone's been asking me, why did I stream? But I did it. I'm just very impatient with editing, so I just release it how it is.
Well, I get it. Well, it was also a subject near and dear to your heart, man. You were real passionate about it, so I get that.
Beep boop bop. Oh crap, my bad. I didn't program it myself to English.
Darn it!
Shit, y'all found out. I'll go to the future now.
It's all right. It's all right.
All right, I blame RJ. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna scapegoat RJ.
Blame
What I do
Canada.
now.
You know what? We should blame? We should blame Christopher Nolan. It's all Nolan's fault at the end.
Shit.
He's the one that
You know what?
introduced.
I don't even
He's
need
the one
your
that-
third reasoning. I'm just gonna believe you.
I mean, screw Nolan low key, but you know.
Low key, Nolan's the reason why Snyder.
I'm
was at
telling
the
you,
movie.
this is all Nolan's fault, guys. You understand this, right?
It's honestly Nolan's fault.
I mean, it did
It
start
is.
with him.
It
did
is.
start
Okay,
with
think
him.
about it. How do you
Everything
have-
that probably people have a problem with the whole Snyder stuff between versus Jeff Johns with the whole Green Lantern stuff. Guess whose fault it is? Nolan. Guess who brought Snyder there?
Man of
Nolan.
Steel.
It all leads back to fucking Christopher Nolan. Oh my
Okay.
god.
You have the highest grossing Batman movie, and you decide not to launch a universe off of that when Marvel's just getting started.
That
Yeah.
wouldn't really work,
boycott
That
though.
was red light number one. That was red
Go
light
make
number
Tenet,
one.
brother. Go make Tenet, buddy.
Go make
That wouldn't
Tenet,
work,
Interstellar, and fucking Dunkirk, you piece of shit.
Dude, I
Anyway.
can't see Christian Bale's Batman and Superman
all
being in
Nolan's
the
fault.
same universe.
Fuck Nolan, honestly.
Especially when
Well,
you had even though I didn't like Superman Returns, they made a Superman movie around the same time, and they don't do anything with that. No crossover,
Nada.
nothing. Okay,
Nothing. Nothing.
what's wrong with y'all?
Oh my
They could have had a universe before the MCU even made a movie.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, they would have got the one up on Marvel a long time ago.
Yep. Well, if it's and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas.
Michael Keaton and Christian. No, what's his name?
Eddie!
Michael Keaton and Christopher Reeves.
Eddie.
You want to come and talk some Snyder? You want to come on the show, Eddie?
Oh my god.
Oh, I know he got
Wait,
some
we
shit
talked
done.
about Snyder.
Yeah, buddy. Where have you been?
And
Wait,
how
I've never heard us
the
talk about
Snyder
Snyder
Cut
Cut, so I'm
didn't
just-
even exist, and Snyder
Let's
illegally
yet.
filmed.
Yeah.
Oh, and also, what's the
Footage.
settlement? What's the settlement that they talked about with the footage being back?
Yeah,
Well,
that's
yeah,
what I
what's
want
that
to
all
know. What is
about?
that
That's another
settlement?
thing also.
What's going on with that?
What's the settlement?
What does
Like,
that even mean, really? That's the other question too.
It's like you can never work here again and when you give this stuff back to us, we will give you Netflix.
You can have your stinking movie.
Like,
Just give us our shit back and leave us alone.
Yes.
You know,
you
Hey,
give
what's up,
you
Ashley?
got your shit movie out there and give us our drives back.
I feel like Warner Brothers was gonna release a like half-ass movie and be like, see, the Snyder Cut sucks.
I'm sure that was an intention at one point. I don't doubt that, but it's just like I don't know. All this is just very frustrating, especially as somebody who is a fan. Right? I know people say I'm not a fan, but I do care about this universe. I care about like Zach, and I like Zach. I still like him as a filmmaker. But I'm just like this whole thing's just kind of shady and shitty. Like I'm sorry, it just is.
I'd rather
can't
Yeah.
try to
get
feel
what
that.
we got versus like seeing a Shrek version of Darkseid. Unfinished Darkseid.
Can I still blame RJ though? I just need someone to scapegoat.
Well,
Ah,
blame
blame-
Canada.
No,
Blame
like I said,
Canada.
blame Nolan.
It is
Yeah,
true.
but I don't know
So
Nolan
true.
personally, so I was just blaming RJ.
Spherical
Just
Man. This is the best quote all night. Snyder had his chance.
Oh my gosh.
You know,
Oh,
the thing, like
oh.
Chris
he did, though.
Nolan wrote the script for Man of Steel.
Yeah. He's also the person that pitched Snyder to Kevin Tsuchihara and with the help
It's
of
okay.
Deborah
It's
Snyder.
okay, Degrassi.
No one sucks. Anyway,
Bane sucks.
Let's see here. Yeah, no, I feel it, Eddie. I imagine you were having a fun day today.
Having a field day today.
I've been binging Stranger Things.
Oh, nice. I've still yet to
First
watch
time.
season 3.
how are you binging season 4? It is like a marathon.
No,
I mean,
I'm still
I
on
watched all
season
of it
2.
together.
I'm still on
it took me
season
a couple
2.
days,
You
but-
all are not human. Gosh darn it.
Hey, I've
Wasn't
yet to even
that
be caught
hard.
up with season 3.
Hey, you started
Dude,
watching
8
season 3?
I still gotta
Nah, I
finish
kind of gave up
Breaking
with season
Bad.
2. Wait,
Exactly.
what did you say about
The
Breaking
thing
Bad?
is, like,
Oh wow.
Oh, I stopped watching.
why the hell
Breaking
would you
Bad
wait
a
until
long
2014
time
and
ago
2015 to start your universe just so you
because
can catch
I
up by the
forgot
time you had the
where
universe
I
back in
was.
2008.
Well, that's
Yeah.
all Nolan's fault right there.
It's
why.
all Nolan's fault.
They didn't want to do a
Exactly.
universe, so they had to they put pause and everything because they didn't want to have 2 different Batmen.
Why
Boycott.
didn't they
Boycott.
just continue from Superman Returns?
Well, they
How
were
Minus,
going to. Well, here's what happened,
Spacey.
right?
How about
Superman
get it-
Returns. Superman Returns didn't do well, and then they were going to start a new universe with the Green Lantern movie, but that was a disaster. So, it just took them forever to get on the board.
But-
They could have
but,
started
like-
in 2011, but they didn't.
They
Lots
killed
of them.
Superman in the second movie, which happened to be one of the most depressing and confusing comic book movies. Of all
Yeah.
time.
But Wonder
No, we're
Woman
not,
was
Eddie.
great in it.
Wait, which one are we talking about?
Batman versus
BVS.
Superman.
Oh.
I still love that.
Like,
Okay.
honestly, I'm at this point, I'm just like, yeah, no.
They
Guys, you're
should
not gonna get Snyderverse.
abandon
Stop
the live
Trying
action,
to ask for it. The
do
dude
animated.
backstabbed them. Like, yeah.
Basically,
Oh.
do what Sony was doing with the Spider-Verse movies and do animated.
Maybe.
Morbius is the blueprint.
Oh God.
Blueprint of shit.
Yes.
Blueprint of cinema. We got our movie released without having an extended cut.
Well, Marvel doesn't do extended cuts.
Oh, well, Sony does.
Well, No Way Home.
They're re-releasing
Oh yeah,
Spider-Man
that
No Way
that
Home.
longer, better,
Endgame.
funnier cut, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Do we get more Andrew Garfield jokes?
Maybe.
If that's the
Probably.
case, I'm there. I'm there.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe they show Rhino this time.
Are you in a band?
Oh Lord.
My favorite part of the whole damn movie.
You in a band? Are you in a
You know what's funny? is
Oh,
we
that
never
movie
got
was
to
so
answer
good.
that, but
It
we'll be
just reminded
back
me
to
how much I love Andrew Garfield. Okay, like
Oh yeah.
straight up.
It wasn't even the jokes that was like the best part of the movie. It was the actual movie and the plot, like the music, everything about that movie was great.
How they tied it all
Acting,
together.
yeah.
Yeah.
They
Like,
never
Aunt
got to
May
be told
Pat
who the Avengers
dying.
were.
That was like, I don't know. Just
Love it.
and then the Goblin fight at the end was so emotional.
But you know who's gonna save the DC universe now?
I do
The
love my
Rock.
thumbnail though.
Dr. Michael Morbius.
The Rock.
The Rock
Yeah.
is-
Well, I told you
The
guys,
Rock
Rock's
is
the
gonna-
blueprint. The Rock is the
The Rock.
blueprint.
The Rock is the blueprint.
For movies with the Rock in them, okay, yeah, sure.
No, I mean like he's gonna be like the architect or whatever.
No
they do
one
next.
cares about Black
Yeah,
Adam.
no, he's gonna be-
Black
he's gonna be
Adam's
the-
gonna flop.
He's gonna
Oh,
be the
they're gonna
Kevin
care.
Feige.
They're gonna care.
The Kevin
I wasn't
Feige.
the Kevin Feige, more like Robert Downey Jr. That's why I was.
James
that's why I
Gunn,
compared
Peter
him. He wants
Safran,
Black
The
Adam.
Rock,
He wants
Dwayne
Black
Johnson.
Adam to basically be like his Iron Man moment.
Oh, hey, what's up, Anthony?
Let's see about that.
I mean, listen, I don't know if
Yeah.
it's gonna work, but that's the intention.
I mean, hey, if we want to transition from a Justice League universe to a Justice Society universe, I'm up for that as well.
I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean,
All I'm saying is that the animated series is the blueprint.
well, it should.
Yeah, but too bad they don't really go back to that, do they?
Minions,
do-
Rise of Bruce, the
They
blueprint.
do when it comes to Batman, but no one else.
That's what freaking frustrates me. This is not the Batman universe. It's the DC universe. You have
What
so
do you
many
mean?
characters. Stop
We
going to
haven't had
Batman.
enough Batman yet.
I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this Batman shit. Batman fatigue exists. Hashtag Batman fatigue exists. I'm feeling it. I'm sick of this. I
What-
already forgot about Matt Reeves' Batman. I never went back
Bring
to
back
watch it.
Lego Batman.
We can't even have Superman fatigue because they don't do enough Superman on the big screen.
Exactly. Exactly. They just leave Superman in the dust. What is wrong
In the
with you
TV
people?
show,
Give us more
Like-
Polka Dot Man.
he just gets his up 10,000 TV shows.
Oh my god, yeah. But what do you mean? We haven't had enough Batman. It's not like we get a reboot every 5 years.
There's a Batman movie.
Can I just run DC? Can I just run the universe?
like-
I know where to go. I
Let's
know
let
where to
Ryan
go.
back here.
Give me the pen and let's get to work.
We make a proper Flash movie. We make
Proper Flash movie.
a Martian Manhunter
Trying that
movie.
for years.
We make a
We would
John
have
Stewart
already have a
Green
Green Lantern
Lantern.
trilogy. We would already have a Green Lantern trilogy by now.
Martian
Morbius
Manhunter
Superman
the
movie.
movie, please. I'm pleading for DC
Pretty
to make
please.
a Martian Manhunter movie.
Yes. We have the Bat Family already in here. Instead of doing the origin story of Batman the 12th time, we would have the Bat Family in here. We would have Batman Beyond. We would have Teen Titans. They would already be in there.
Yeah, I still blame RJ. I'm sorry.
Like, how come we get multiple
Ooh,
Batman
Xeno's already pissing me
actors,
off.
but we
Oh
don't
my
get
God.
multiple Wonder Woman?
Wait, what?
Nothing. No, just it's just chat. I was just.
Oh, is that on? Is that
I
going?
want, no, not yet.
Probably-
I mean, I want to say something to him, or hold it.
I'll throw it over to him, but I can
Oh,
always do that. I'll
And
probably wrap
can,
it up
can I
or something.
just say that Cyborg is not a Justice League member? I'm sorry.
He is in a new
He is
52.
a Teen Titans. Well, yeah.
New
the-
52.
I don't
yeah,
think it
yes,
matters really.
But he is from Teen Titans.
I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't have introduced him in a Justice League movie. I'll be honest. I probably would have done it at Teen
Maybe,
Titans as well.
maybe eventually he can be in Justice League, but he should come from Teen Titans.
I don't know. I like the way Snyder introduced him in Justice
I mean,
League.
yeah, I
thought
still thought it
perfect.
was good how he did it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I thought
just-
that
I
my
mean, it
first
was still
choice.
good. It's just give us a Titans movie if you're gonna
Right.
introduce Cyborg.
fuck Batman.
Oh yeah,
Hey, if
Zeno
you're-
said
if you're-
apparently I sound like Richard Simmons.
That's the other thing. How come they
Damn.
don't
What?
do Robin anymore? Like we don't
I
get
don't-
Robin in the
Oh
movies.
yeah, we haven't had a live action Robin on the big screen since 1997.
Yeah, they got to get back on that Robin train. It's been
What
too
about
long.
Dark Knight Rises?
No, we don't talk about it. We don't talk about it. No.
It was the
That was not
stupidest
Robin.
We
way
don't
to
talk
introduce a
about-
Robin, honestly.
So bad.
Was that like a last second decision? Because that's what it felt
Most likely.
It felt
most
like
likely. It's like a lot of creative decisions in that movie felt like last minute decisions.
like. Aiden, it was you that wrote the script, wasn't it? You added the Robin scene.
No.
Come
I
on,
didn't.
Kaden, let us come on, tell us
well,
the
if
truth.
I was the person, the creative mastermind behind that scene, I would never, ever, ever claim to be that person.
My
See-
sources tell me that you were the one that did it.
It seems
Cool.
like DC wants to put all their characters on TV and not on the big screen.
Not on the big screen.
Well, what if you pirate on your phone? Is that still considered on the big screen?
It is if you have VR.
Shit, you're right.
if you're the size of a mouse, baby.
Yeah, yes, that makes sense. Oh my god, mouses are lucky. They get to use phones as their big cinema.
Where's the Legion of Superheroes? I want that.
Are y'all watching DC League of Super Pets?
I'm gonna review it, sadly. So yeah, I'm gonna.
I don't even
watch
know
it.
when it's coming out. All I know is it's this month.
Sometime this month. I don't care.
You know what? I'm just thinking about Nope, okay? That's the only thing I'm intrigued with for the rest of the month.
Me too, bro. I'm so pumped. Oh, I gotta put out the Us review. I gotta finish editing that.
Oh, that was
And
you recording that.
can we
I was
get
like,
a
who's
legit-
recording us right now? Like, what the heck? Like, I just saw that us thing, and I was like, who's recording that? Like right now? Like, what's going on?
Oh
Like, I
yeah,
thought it
that
was
was
like-
mine. That was
I was
mine.
like, if that's Max recording the video and disguising it as some other name to make sure no one pops in because we just finished doing the stream, then okay.
We need a legit Bane on the big screen as well.
Yeah, make him Mexican
Oh,
this
but-
time.
Oh, you're telling me Tom Hardy wasn't legit with his squeaky voice?
With,
No.
with the venom and everything, like big.
That's actually a perfect impersonation.
That had no venom injected in his veins? No.
I was born in the darkness.
That same person that
Sorry,
broke
you
his
gotta make
back
him
in the
Mexican
beginning.
this time.
He forgot how to fight at the end of the movie.
Oh my god, yeah.
Uh,
They killed him off so quickly.
Yeah.
Shit, I can't believe I'm sorry. I
This
left that
right
chat.
here
Nolan, the
is
great auteur.
Nolan
This
is the blueprint.
Bane.
Blueprint of what?
that-
the blueprint of
That is the
Snyder's
Bane
Justice
right
League?
there. That is the
What about Bane from the Harley Quinn animated
Oh.
series?
That's the best Bane right there. The best Bane.
Yeah,
right there.
honestly.
The Batman and Robin Bane? Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
No, not that one.
I
The
mean,
Harley
it's
Quinn
more
show,
accurate.
that
It's
Bane.
more accurate.
It's more accurate, but it's hey.
You know, I want to play Bane.
I'm like, honestly, Dave Bautista is
short.
not a good actor for Bane.
Even
honestly.
like the show Gotham had a better Mr. Freeze than what we got.
Me
on
and
the
those
big
Arnold
screen.
puns were the best thing ever.
What? Take
time
two of
to
these
see you.
and call me in the morning. Wasn't cool?
Oh my god.
That was
Yeah,
I'm like, are you
dinosaurs.
kidding me? You had the antidote in your suit the whole time. Gosh darn it.
oh
Go
my
ahead.
Oh,
Greatest movie of
time.
all time.
The back credit card. Never
It
leave,
was
Never
so
leave home
convenient.
without it.
Well, okay, here's the thing. Like, how much longer does Alfred really have? Like,
But
they cure him, but like,
And this thing, if you had the cure for Alfred, you don't use it for your own wife.
She had
Your
stage
own
4 McGregor
Stage
syndrome.
4. Okay. Oh,
You only had the
I'm
cure for
sorry.
stage 1.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh man. right.
Anyway.
Well, I think Enosh has gone live, so probably we'll end it here so you guys can go over to here.
If you
I'll probably
want
be in the
to.
chat. I'm not going to yell at anybody.
You can yell at me if you need to. I'll be like the
Oh,
stress
we're
ball.
good.
I can't go on because I would just be yelling at somebody in the chat. So
No, I would just get mad. It's just because people are like really, really, really sensitive about this right now, and like
I would just continue.
I'm
gonna
just
cry
gonna watch
now.
and see where it goes.
yeah.
See where it goes.
I'm just gonna go back to listen. I'll listen while I play Lego Harry Potter.
There you go.
What a nerd. I'm just kidding.
All right, y'all. Thank you guys
Hey.
for stopping by. I need to talk shit more often, I guess, because that's how I get views. So, all right.
And that's how you do it nowadays.
Hopefully,
Gotta get that
nobody hates
clickbait.
me after this, but it's nothing that I haven't been saying for the last year. So, anyways, take it easy, y'all. Much love, and yeah.